So today here in the man cave, we're going to do a few things on this Mustang here. It's a 2018 Mustang GT. And it has a little scratch here. You can see that there, but a little scratch on the grill. So we're gonna change this grill out, the upper and the lower grill. And we're also going to remove this GT right here off the back of this deck lid and replace it with a black one instead of that chrome one. She bought that a while back and she has the black 5.0s, matte black. So we're going to change that out, and but we're not going to change the whole deck lid. So to do this, you raise this up here and you pop this little piece here, take these bolts out, and then you take one of these little tools here and you slide it around the edges up here. We'll tape this off up here so we don't scratch anything, and pop that through there, and it'll pop these out. This whole deck lid will come off. And then I'll show you what we're going to do when we get that off. So, okay, here we go. We got the tape on there. Already got this popped out, and you can see it's got a little gap. These screws here hold this piece down, and then once you get to that point and you pop that out, like I said, with those little red tools there, and this will separate up here, and you can see there's clips on there, and these clips will pop out. And once you get it popped back about to here, reach in here and you unplug your camera, and then just let that hang there, and you pull this off and you got the whole deck lid will come off. And once you get this deck lid off, you're gonna flip it around, and these one, two, I think there's 4 of these here, rivets will pop out. I mean, they don't pop out, they're plastic. You got to drill them out. You got to drill them out very carefully. If you use too big of a drill bit, you possibly can crack the outer edge. Actually, this one has been replaced. Oh no, it hasn't. It's not. It's still plastic rivets. So we'll get those drilled out, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, like I said, here's the drill. We drilled out these 2 holes right here already. And like I said, it's very imperative you have the right size drill bit, and just in here and just let it drill very slowly, and just let it do what it does. That's probably enough. Let's see. We got the last one here. That should be it. But anyways, we're gonna pop that off there. This is the one we're replacing it with. Flat black, just like the other one, emblems on the car. And I'll bring you back when we get it installed on there. All right, well, once you get this drilled out, like I said, this will just come off. I've already removed it, but you do lose, the back of those little rivets that it has, but that's okay. I cleaned this up, and this new GT should sit right down there in those exact spots, because it is OEM, and that's what it should look like. But much better. It'll match our car like it's supposed to match. So, all right, good deal. Well, we'll get that put in place, and we'll get this put back on, and I'll show you a little bit of reinstallation. All right, here we go. Back at the back of the car again. We got the GT installed on here, flat black like she wanted. Now remember, when installing this deck lid, there is 2 clips. I've already plugged back in the camera, but these 2, this one right here and this one right here, they have to tuck under before. Just don't forget to tuck them when you're pushing this back, these clips back into place that are here. You can see that one hole there, and that clip right there will slide in there, but you got to make sure this is in those grooves first, and then put your screws back in, covers back on, and you're pretty much done with this. All right, deck lid's back in place. Nice and flush. Clips are popped in. Come in here and hit the screws in. Be careful with them, they are in plastic, so. Like I said, make sure you do not forget to plug in your camera. And these little clips just pop back in. Pop those in. There's the other one. And there you go. Put your black tape, your paint tape off, and it'll be ready to go. All right, good deal. Looks pretty good. Much better. Matches the rest of the car now like it should look. So, all right. Now we'll move on to the grill and we'll get that installed. I'll show you what's going on with that. It's I'll get the brand on it. It's actually a really good brand name grill, and I think it's gonna look pretty good in the car. She's got it back here in the trunk, so we'll get going on that, and I'll bring you up to date on it as we get going. Today on the Man Cave, we're going to be removing a front bumper to replace the grill on this 2018 Ford Mustang GT. The customer tapped something and got a little scratch on the front grill and doesn't like it, and so we're going to get it pulled out and come in here and install the upper and the lower grill from Cervinis and get it replaced. So we'll get started on it and we'll go from there. Let's get started with this grill installation. We've got the car in the air. We'll get underneath it, start pulling bolts and clips, and we'll get this front bumper off here. Went ahead and taped up the edges just in case we pull it off or put it back on, that if it does happen to hit or tap, it won't hopefully scratch the car itself. So we shouldn't. I'm pretty particular, so but just in case, I don't want to take any chances. But this way we'll get this grill pulled, we'll get this grill pulled, and they will now match. You know, they used a flat black material here, but they used a gloss black in the grill. Wasn't quite sure what Ford was thinking, but we're gonna take care of that now, and it'll all be the same. It'll all look like this right here, because this will get completely replaced as well. So we'll get started on it, and we'll bring you along in the next step. Okay, here the car's in the air. We're gonna go ahead and get these nuts and bolts removed from this underneath side. Get this out of the way here. That way we can address all the nuts and bolts that are up underneath here. To get this grill removed, there'll be some behind here. All of these in the front. This plastic piece has to come out over to here and back again, and once up under here. And then we'll set the car down and we'll get the ones up in the top. And then we'll get it apart. We'll show you how we get it removed out. Okay, the front bumper is off of it, and wasn't too bad to take off. So, and there it is. We'll get these little grills popped out. This has to come off as well, and we'll get the new grill inserted in. All right. Okay, there we have it. The grills are out. They were a bit of a chore. These little tabs right here. Best thing I could find, screwdriver. Just tab between them and that and push back, and each one will release lock. Start at the end and work your way down. It is very time consuming. I would say 30 minutes to get both out. And all they are is clips. But this size screwdriver, about the right size to use. So I'm gonna start putting the new one back in. I think it sets up a little different than what these are as far as using these clips. I believe it has screws and little tabs that go back over it to screw it down. So we'll get it back in and we'll update you then. So here we are with the finished grill install and the rear deck lid GT. Give you a quick look at it. It turned out really, really nice. Inside, got the flat black now. The lower just makes it look so much better with the extra inlets on the side. Looks really good. It's really, really nice. I'll take you around and show you the GT on the rear. It was a little dark in the shop, so we'll see if we can see it. Oh yeah, yeah. Looks really good. Flat black GT. Looks really nice. Turned out really well. So, all right. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Like I said, once again, 2018 Mustang GT.